In this next panel, we have the amazing DRAM and Oswin Benjamin.
ASU, how y'all feeling? Y'all good? All right, so for those of y'all that's not familiar, y'all in the presence of a legend right now. We talking multiple Grammys. We talking platinum records. We talking entrepreneurship. We talking legendary. And from what I hear, the best cornbread in black culture. You see what I'm saying? From what I hear.
In the world.
In the world, my bad. So yes, man, y'all give it up for DRAM, please.
Hey, ASU, if you know your moment of it, just say yeah, hello. Look, and I'm all about spreading love, so when I say spread love, y'all say spread love. Spread love. All right, we locked in.
All right, yeah, man, let us. So, first and foremost, man, I have been a fan for a decade plus. Right? And for those of you who don't know the music, get familiar, but we here to talk about the things outside of the music. Because in 2026, trying to navigate through this interesting world, we need more than one way to get it. So I know with a lot of people, you could get comfortable. You make the hits, you write the songs, and you stay there. And you feel this kind of box. And it's just like, man, if I don't, like, you get so comfortable doing this one thing, you don't want to do nothing else. So with the lifestyle stuff, like we was talking a little bit back there, like Larry June got his orange juice, you know what I'm saying? Pharrell got his hair care products. Like, what made you want to get into this, the cornbread situation?
So, Big Baby's cornbread is a product of the pandemic.
Okay.
So I didn't grow up cooking and shit. Like I wasn't, cooking. So.
Right.
We were all in the house. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm looking at the fridge like, let me just start some shit or whatever. And it started off just like doing like little leftovers, putting this shit together or whatever. And then I'm like, nah, let me like start making meals. And I was posting it on my story and shit like that. And people was, fucking with it.
Okay.
Then it kind of got to the point where I think I did like I don't know if it was like a soul food type of meal or whatever. I was like, let me try some cornbread or whatever.
Okay.
And I knew how my grandma made it. I knew what it looked like. I didn't know how she came up with it. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
So I just like kind of, mixed it around or whatever. But the first batch was crazy. And niggas was like, oh my God, this is great. Well,
so hold on, off rip, first batch.
First batch was good.
That's different.
First batch was good.
You could fuck up cornbread.
Listen,
it's easy to mess up cornbread, brother.
It's so easy to fuck up cornbread. Like, bro, I done been at the little barbecue shop.
Right.
The best brisket in the world, driest piece of cornbread.
Come
like,
on, man.
Throw that shit in the trash. Like, what is that?
Right.
Anyways.
Right.
So it's like 6 years in, literally just making batches and batches. And it was a time I went to an event out in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? My boy Fonny, he'd be having like these mixers or whatever. I brought some cornbread. I would bring cookies and shit like that, But I brought some cornbread. Nigga tried it, bro. Pulled me to the side. He was like, yo, like, this is incredible. Like, this is it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And as it progressed, I just like leaned into it more. I started bringing it to more events, more spots, more places, getting it in front of, my family. Like I went to Thanksgiving a couple Thanksgivings ago.
Right.
They never even knew I cooked. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I brought the cornbread. It went crazy. My grandma. My grandma.
I was about to get there.
My grandma.
Because you said family.
I didn't move. I swear to God. I was like, yo, this is it. And I've been taking it full charge. And, glory be to God.
Come on.
This June, I'm doing Complex Family Style Food Festival. And they're building out the booth and everything for me. Like, got the collab going with the merch and all of that.
Yeah, clap that up, bro. Come on, man.
That's it.
So even to that, right, which is so dope because the pandemic which is going to lead to my next point. The pandemic made a lot of people self-sufficient or develop something that they wouldn't normally do. Like, pandemic, I learned how to record myself. I learned how to video edit because I'm just like, we not going outside to pay nobody to do this. So where you like, and I know it's probably like, you know, they say hindsight is 20/20, but when you look back on that first batch of cornbread, did you ever think it'd be like, man, I'm really like, this is what I'm doing now?
I had no idea. I had no idea. I knew that it was something there with just cooking things, making things or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And I think it really progressed in the cornbread when I started exposing it to people outside of my house, you know what I'm saying? Like, and just getting a reaction. I mean, I took this shit to Tokyo, you know what I'm saying? Like they jumping up and down, literally.
That's crazy. So, and again, I think that's a testament to God too. It's just like, I've given you gifts you don't know that you have yet. And once you lock in with me and tap into those gifts, watch how it's still like, and you could kind of see what the cornbread is going to be like when people pay attention to detail when it comes to your writing, your harmonies, things like that. So attention to detail is something you naturally do.
Yeah.
So to extend that into other areas that you may not be well versed in is incredible, bro. And I commend you for having the bravery to do that without caring about what it's going to look like to the people who know you for a thing.
Nah, because it's like this. Food is universal. Everybody is, subject to their own opinion.
Right.
Rightfully so. You know what I mean? You don't have to listen to my music to enjoy this. Like, I was at this fest. This fan came up. I had cornbread on me. He had his little baby with him. I gave him a piece of cornbread, and he let the baby try. The baby went crazy, right? They said, we're at a food festival now. They said, the baby didn't eat nothing all day. That's the first thing, the only thing he's ate. Little boy smiled and everything. He couldn't even talk.
Come on.
Kept eating the cornbread.
Come on, man.
Not gonna hold you. So it's like this. I don't give a fuck how you feel.
Right.
Because I know this is $1 billion brand. You know what I mean? And it's not even for sale. This cornbread is the catalyst to bringing community together. That's what I'm all about.
Right.
Putting on for the people that's, putting on for me.
Word. I respect. So with that being said, because you said something, you were just like, I know this is $1 million.
Billion.
You know it's $1 billion idea.
Brand.
A brand idea and where it's going, right? So
Yes, sir.
what do you feel like is needed for that thing to spark? Is that something that you go with your initial feel? Is that something you kind of like, let me test this out and see how other people feel? Like, when you coming into new ideas like this, is it just pure confidence? Do you have a little bit of that, hesitation? Like, how do you maneuver through that? Because I know whether it's cornbread or whether you're an artist, you feel that. You have an idea. You just like, yo, this is $1 billion company. Or you post it on Instagram and 5 people see it. You post it on TikTok and 11 people see it. Like, how do you maneuver through that when you know that the idea you have is the idea?
You gotta touch grass. That internet shit'll have you fucked up.
Word.
Like, not gonna hold you.
So
like, when I step outside, it's a whole nother world.
Right.
Like, and the thing is, the algorithm is not against us. It's really just, it's primed the way it is. It's almost like a slippery slope.
Right.
So when you're outside and you're touching grass, it has to be documented now. See, I come from the era where, you kept that shit low. Like, bro, I done been in y'all wouldn't believe some of the rooms that I've been in.
Right.
For real. But the thing is nowadays they kind of flipped it. You know what I'm saying? To where if it's not seen, it doesn't matter. And if you're not showing that, and that's what your brand is aligned with, that's where people want to see you at, then they kind of like suppress it. You know what I mean? But that doesn't matter when you touch grass. Because outside, hey, yeah, da-da-da. Like, I'm talking about some of the most important people in the name of music that tried this cornbread and been like,
I seen a couple of them.
you know what I'm saying? And real family members.
Right.
Like my boy Ellis, he took me to his people's crib. You know what I'm saying? Like he had family out in Atlanta or whatever. They had a cookout. I brought a pan of cornbread to the cookout. They don't know nothing about me making music or nothing. They call me cornbread.
Come on, man.
Bruh, sometimes the side quest is really what you are here for, and the other thing was the layup for the grand scheme of everything.
Right.
You know what I mean? And to answer your question, I have to just walk with my feeling. You know what I'm saying? I have to walk in the direction that the feeling is taking me towards.
Got you.
You know what I mean? And yeah, I pace back and forth. Yeah, I go through, what about this? What about that? But you have to tap into your support system. If you don't have the support system,
Yes, it
you know what I'm
does.
saying? And sometimes the support system is one person. Sometimes it's 20. Sometimes it's your dog. You know what I mean? All you really need is a second voice.
Okay.
Like it's like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. So with that too, because it spun off another question in my head. So I know we come from a time where, to your point, like being incognito, being mysterious was the thing. Come from the time where you post your artwork on Instagram and you good. That's your promo. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like you take a picture where you not looking at your
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then write a deep caption at the end and then that's it. You know what I mean? Like we come from that time. So how have you been able to navigate with all of the success? Like how have you been able to navigate through this new algorithmic world? And does that get to you when you see
Still
like
going through it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm still learning. You know what I mean? But the thing is, I've empowered myself with knowledge in the field. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're gonna take something seriously and you don't wanna tap into how it works or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And then come up with your own route around it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The main thing is, like, I don't know if you know, but likes on Instagram isn't even the indicator for, you know, the traction and engagement. You know what I mean?
Didn't know that.
It's the reposts, the shares, the comments. That's why they say, hey, comment on everybody's comment. Like everybody's comment.
Right.
Share this to the people that you know fuck with you that might not see it in your algorithm. Like kind of do the work a little bit.
Okay.
But it's still a growing process. The main thing I can do is make sure that when I touch grass, it's for reasons.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Nah.
Just as important as store run to get some grub, get some water.
Yeah. Very important. Very important. All right. So to talk about the music a little bit, because we got a lot of creatives in here, and this is just for me. This is a selfish question, right? So when you approach music, bro, because you have. First, I want to ask you this question, right? Do you feel like tone is more important than technique in music? As a singer and songwriter, do you feel like a person's tone will trump the technique of actually singing?
You have to have a je ne sais quoi about you. You have to have a familiarity and you got to have a mix of familiar and what is this? Who is it? And a lot of times, tone definitely sets that precedent. Like yo, it's kind of like you can have a flow that has been used before, because I mean everything has been done
Right.
already. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you have a voice that's kind of unique, like damn, like you know, you got a voice.
Right.
You're more than halfway there.
Yeah.
But I mean that ain't all of it, because you have to.
You
gotta lay that shit down, right?
for sure.
For sure. Like, bro, all I've been doing is listening to people's music. Like, in the spare time, I would go on Nero. How about this? I met this man through his music before we even had this conversation. I'm streaming. I got this shit called No BS Studio. A lot of my peers go and listen to music submissions and shit like that. Bruh sent in this song. I'm looking, like, I'm hearing this shit. I'm fucking with it. I look up, I type up on Instagram. I'm like, damn, bro, this is the nigga I'm supposed to be sitting with, bro. He's fired. How long you been making music?
Oh man, this is crazy. Turn of events. Didn't see this coming. I've been actively making music for like 20 years.
Facts.
20 years, like
Facts.
documented. You know what I mean? Started really, really early on though. Like mom sang in the church, pops played bass. So like been in the church for dumb long. So, and then I think like, which is I was gonna get to that with you too. because I know that plays a influence. And I've always been curious of your influences because of your tone, because of your melody choices, your harmony stacks. And it's no matter what the genre is, bro. Like, I heard the Christmas joint you dropped, and I was just like, come on, son.
Thank you.
Yo, I'm not gonna hold you. I heard that joint and made a Christmas project. I was like, I will never ever make a Christmas. I'm gonna leave that to Stevie Wonder and Michael Bublé and them niggas. But I heard your joint, son. I said, I gotta try it. So again, like, this is a testament to you having an idea and executing it. Because we being fans, we don't know what that looks like. It's just like, or maybe we do, but we don't trust it enough. So it's like, if somebody who's seen success on this level can trust a new idea, let me try it. So like, I know you asked me that, but I had to spin it back to you, bro. Like, my daughter gonna be listening to my Christmas music because you had the balls to do that joint for yourself. So you don't even, come on, man. You don't understand what you do and how it works. But to answer your question, been making music for dumb long. Been able to do a bunch of cool stuff. But yeah, bro, I love this shit.
For sure.
I love this shit.
I can hear it.
So, right, as far as entrepreneurship, right, like, what you got your hands in right now, like, outside of the cornbread, outside of the Nero, the music submissions, like, what's your new ventures in entrepreneurship looking like now?
So I have this event. It's called Unreleased, y'all. I just did the second one in Atlanta on Friday. It was completely free. You know what I'm saying? We had free drinks or whatever. But the concept was, I bring together my friends in music, and we all play a few records that are not out. And the people that come are actually knowing that this is what's going on. It's building community. It was completely sold out, completely packed out. I mean, it was extra special guests and shit. Like I'm talking about, like, I feel like the peak was when Warhawk had came up there. He brought Caribou, Anicia played like 4 songs and shit. Like, we in this bitch, I had bubble guns all through that jump. We had jump shaking ass all night. Yeah. This shit was crazy. Ellis, want it crazy? Ellis performed. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, and we're gonna take it on the road. You know what I'm saying? Like, we did the first one in Miami during the Art Basel.
Okay.
We did this one, and I'm like, damn, like, it's close to this Arizona shit, but we gotta go for it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And we're gonna continue it on around the whole world. You know what I'm saying? And we already got support from Red Bull, Crown Royal on that event, and we'll just continue to keep it stacking. All I want to do is bring the community together and kind of give back in the craziest, coolest, creative ways. I'm not really trying to, you know what I mean?
Right.
I want niggas to come together.
Right.
For sure.
Right. And I see that's a motif in how you operate. Everything is about what can I give back, from the cornbread to something like that. Cause and which is really, really dope, bro. Cause you are artist, so you know how we get about unreleased stuff. Mm-hmm. So like, like, what was that something that sparked also, like, post-pandemic, where you just like, I know I'm sitting on some fire. I don't know when I'm gonna release it, but I want the world to hear it. Let me get other people on board. Like, what was the thought process behind just like, I just want people to hear the stuff that's not out?
We was in Miami. And it's crazy because these things just got set up within like a day or two. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Because it's on our mind. You know what I mean? Like, my guy Tachi down there in Miami. I was out there with my boy Guap Dad. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Alice was there. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we were just talking about things. And I was like, you know what? You know what would be cool? Have an event where everybody come together and play some unreleased shit. Call it Unreleased. And everybody was like, yo, that's crazy. I said, let's fucking do it. Let's do it while we're out here. Right. It's like, let's do it. We started calling our friends and shit like that or whatever. And it was great. The concept was there. You know what I mean?
Right.
But as it progressed, you know what I'm saying, and I chopped it up with the team. You know, we got the one sheet together, the whole like pitch, everything. So it was quite easy. Okay. And I got reacquainted with this lady named Madeline, who runs the building out there. It's Center Stage, The Loft, and Vinyl. It's 3 venues in one.
Okay.
Like it's one of them ones.
Nice.
So I was like, look, I got this idea or whatever, and she was like, oh yeah, I'm with that. I can call. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, okay, for real. And then she was like, yeah, it's on. So within 2 hours, I called all my friends out in the city. I was like, yo, you do it. Everybody came through, and special guests.
That's fire.
And I brought 2 of the winners. I had a contest where I gave $1,000 and a guaranteed spot on this compilation album that I'm doing with Finna No BS Community, right?
Okay.
So it got down to the last 2, and it was such a stalemate that, and they was so that they was like, fuck it, we'll just split it, 500, right?
That's gangster.
I'm like, damn, y'all so real, and their songs are incredible. I said, and randomly, they're both in the Atlanta area. So I had them come out. I didn't say nothing. But before we got into the first one, I said, look, I want to bring 2 people up. And they was like confused and shit or whatever. I came up to the front, had them perform their song in front of a packed out house.
Come on, man. Creating
And they was
opportunities.
fucking with it.
Creating opportunities.
That's
man.
what the community is about. I don't need nothing from y'all. I just need y'all to come together with me.
Man. Come on, man. Y'all gotta clap that up, bro. Y'all got to. Y'all gotta clap that up. Cause yo, look, there's artists that will charge money to people who don't got it for an opportunity like that. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, and again, this is something that I've been peeping for years, bro. Like, you move with a level of integrity, and you hear it in the music. You hear the honesty, you hear the vulnerability, you hear the integrity in the music. So it's very refreshing to know that the person that you're sitting down with, that you've been listening to for dumb long, is the person that he says he is on records. You see what I'm saying? Come on, bro. Nah, I appreciate that, bro. I have to ask too, right? So with these, like, cause you, even with the unreleased, right? You talking about, I use my connections, I use my relationships. So I know when it comes to business and it comes to being an artist and being an entrepreneur, that line gets crossed between business and relationship. Like, how important is it? Or do you feel like one is more important than the other when it comes to either having relationships or being so on the nose in a business sense?
Relationships. And I'm telling you, as somebody who's been in this shit a decade plus,
Come on.
it's some people that was on the top of the tops. That you see them and you like, oh my God. It's some people that was just runners. Literally runners.
Right.
I'm about to go get your backwoods and shit from the store.
Right.
Now are fucking executives, senior vice president.
Right.
Because they stay solid, right? And if you shit on that person, they're not gonna forget it. You do straight on the nose business, right? As long as it's good business, it can be straight on the nose. But if it's shady dealings and you like, I don't give a fuck, man, I'm this, I'm that, that should come around and bite you in your ass.
It's a fact. It is a fact. And I've also seen it. I've also seen it. My grandmother would say that, like, yo, treat everybody in the room that like they got the keys to the penthouse.
Ain't it dope?
You gotta treat everybody the same, man. So I wanted to ask also, man, like what roadblocks do you feel like you've encountered, not even just in music, but like growing as a artist, growing as a businessman, growing as, you know, somebody with brand partnerships and things like that. Like, what are some of the things, the roadblocks that you've hit? And then, like, what were your steps to maneuver through those? Whether it be, like, the outcome was positive or negative, like, what did you learn through maneuvering in spaces like that?
Everything has its timing, right? And it's a harmony in this shit, right?
Okay.
Things come back around full circle. Like, for instance, my man David Ali, been knowing him for quite some time now.
Okay.
I had no idea he was gonna be here. Like, I'm gonna give him a call when I get from up out of here. Like, damn, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we'll see each other sparingly, you know, over the years. And it's just like those kind of things where it's like, man, you know, I'ma just double back down on like relationships, bro. That shit matter. It don't have to be, yo, I'm calling you on the line every day, this, that, and the third, or whatever.
Right.
We just gotta be authentic and genuine. Whenever you encounter anybody, that shit'll get you through whatever.
Yeah.
And the hard times, a lot of the hard times come from not trying, from staying in the house.
Hold on, say that again, bro.
A lot of the hard times come from not trying. It was a period where I was in the motherfucking house.
Come on.
I'm making all the music. I'm making all the music in my basement, right?
Right.
I got a whole studio.
Ideas
And thank
fire.
you for the claps, y'all. That ain't go unnoticed. You know what I'm saying? But thank you. Not for nothing, though. You know, you get to making this music, it's incredible, da-da-da. But if you don't put in the work to really go outside and like you're exposing your music, exposing yourself, like your presence. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's almost like if you know you ain't been to the festivals, you ain't been to the events, you ain't do the All-Star Week, you ain't do the Basel, you ain't do this, you ain't do that. But then you're talking to a wall like, why should not? Because
Yeah, you ain't outside.
the fuck?
You're not outside.
The algorithm don't like, bro, you're not outside. You posting this shit in the house.
Right.
I'm gonna show this to the in-the-house people. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of, and it's just kind of a way to get past it. Because it can really get you in that mode. Like, you know what I mean?
Which was gonna be my next question, bro, because as an artist, you know that feeling, right? When you hit record and you think you got the take, but you don't. Then you gotta redo the take. Then your harmonies is off. The auto tune not hitting. Blah blah blah. You go to sleep. You come back. Like I say, in every bounce MP3, there's 400 mistakes that niggas don't see, right? So how do you keep that excitement from when you know, like, oh nah, this is the one? How do you keep that excitement from when it hit that bounce folder to when it reaches the people? Because shooting the content, doing all that stuff, like it could be discouraging. How do you keep that excitement from when it does bounce and when you are listening to it by yourself or you sending it to your homies? How do you keep that excitement to when it's actually out there in the world?
I think it goes back to moving in the direction that feeling is pushing you towards. You know when you got it. And you don't need to touch a record 5, 6, 7 times. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Fact.
not for nothing. If you got to do a retouch or re-record or whatever after you do the draft, okay, fine. But don't sit here and pick at it. Next thing you know, you're not even going to have what you started off with.
Right.
But when you know, you fucking know. You know. You know what I'm saying? And I make a lot of records. I make a lot of shit. I probably got like 300 songs on that's nobody's heard. You know what I'm saying? Just sitting in a hard drive. But I think you know when you have those ones. And, you know, you got to trust your gut and your support system.
Got you.
There's not nobody that has 0 friends or 0 family or 0 somebody. You know?
Somebody got somebody's
Yeah,
own.
man, you might feel like that, but you just got to get out there. Maybe that person is online.
Yeah.
Pen pal.
Got you. Where's Slim? All right. Yeah, man. This is good. I'm learning myself. As an artist, we get in them spaces, bro. Like you said, like I'm sitting on a hard drive full of records, bro. I have projects that I'm sitting on. Fully done, sequence, top to bottom, but I do to like you said, like getting out of your head is the hardest thing. So this has been helpful for me too. Like put it out. You know what I mean? And then like how do you measure the success of a record? You know what I mean? Like aside from the feeling, right? Like the feeling is good, but it's just like how do you quantify what a successful record is to you? Not from label perspective, not from like how do you know, nah, I don't care what nobody says, like, or is there a metric or something that you cling on to have you know what that success is?
I feel like you have to gauge it on what the engagement is, no matter how small or large it is. There's a majority rules. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You could be live and play something. It's 40, 50 people in the room, but all you see is endless fires and flames and shit like that. When you know, you might have played a song before and maybe got half that, and then it's like, nah, this is it. This is the one, right?
Right.
But when it's out, it's like you gotta give yourself, you gotta congratulate yourself for every single win. You know what I mean? Like, and you gotta know what is a win.
Yeah.
Breaking 1,000 streams, that's a win. If you don't got no support system, no anything like that, you just doing it on your own,
Yeah.
and you see that as an independent artist, you know, shit, I gotta wake up, go to work, but this song, damn, I cracked 1,000. Nigga, treat yourself. Put an extra 0.2 in that L.
Come on.
Smoke a fatty. Pat yourself on the back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you did that.
Right.
You did that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You get to open up for somebody's show, so-and-so came through, so-and-so came through, you know the people at the event, man, my man's, he just got the job booking talent for the Wilton or some shit like that, right?
Yeah.
And then you go up there, and it's 40 people in the stage, right? But it's a 500 cap venue, right?
Right.
But you're the first performer. But all 40 of those people were fucking with you. And then you got 15 new followers from those 40 people.
Come on, man.
Congratulate yourself. Put an extra 0.5 in that blunt. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Because that's what counts.
That is so, it's so important to hear that coming from you who has experienced success on a global scale.
Yeah.
Right? So, and for y'all listening, like, this is real talk coming from a real person. So you don't need 100,000 streams. 1,000 streams, like, yo, you ever seen 1,000 people in a room?
That's facts.
That's crazy. 40 likes on a pic. You ever seen 40 people in a little room? That's crazy. So I don't want none of y'all out there to be on some like, man, it flopped because only 1,500 people heard it. Because
That's
Drake,
crazy.
right?
That's fucking crazy.
That's wild.
Think about it.
Drake doing 80 million, and then that's another thing too. Like our comparison, it be the craziest thing. Like, nah, man, I'm not doing Kendrick numbers, so I didn't do it. I failed because I'm not doing Drake numbers. Like, nah, man, pat yourself on the back for uploading that WAV file, getting the artwork together, putting the thought into the joint, putting that out there in the world. So if it's 2 people who repost it, who we share it, like, that's a dub. That's a win.
That's a win.
So for all the artists out there, clap it up for yourself for caring enough to put the art out there.
Please.
You know what I mean?
Not for nothing, I heard some of the most incredible music that I've heard just by people submitting music, and they got like 8 views.
Come on.
And it's like, yo, my nigga, bro, what?
Yeah.
8. I'm talking about 8. Countable. 8.
Yeah.
And it's like, nah, bro, now I heard it. It don't fucking matter.
Yeah.
Now I want you to be a part of this community.
With
Come
8
fuck with me. Whatever comes with fucking with me, that's what come with it.
With 8 likes.
With 8 likes.
It's never it's the quality of the likes.
Bro, I swear to God, like,
You know what
for
I'm
real,
saying?
like,
It's the quality of the people
8
interacting
likes.
with your stuff. That's fire. That remind me of that Tyler the Creator joint. That white dude who be writing with him. He was just like, yo, I saw him on YouTube. He had like 360 views. Like, you look at that, like, there's 360 views. One of them views is Tyler the Creator.
facts.
One of them views is DRAM.
Facts.
One of them views is somebody who could really get you into a situation that could change things for you. So it's not the quality, it's the quantity. So we got a couple minutes left. You cool with answering a couple questions?
Yeah.
This is longer than they don't know nonsense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Respect my man time and what he got going on. All right.
I let people pick. I don't want to pick.
Yeah.
And when you're asking questions, feel free to introduce yourself. Yeah.
Hey, what's up, John? My name is Moochie. I'm a DJ and producer here in Phoenix. One of my questions is, like, when you're growing yourself as an artist and everything, like you said, this is like a relationships-based business. I found that to be my experience so far. What's been, like, the biggest thing that you regret coming up and anything that you would change and do differently as a small artist?
That's a good one. Hey, bruh, it's a couple opportunities that I said no to. That I'm like, why the fuck did you say no to that? So, you know what I'm saying? Go with that, yes, and your gut, because both times, and it's very key, but both times it was like, nigga, you know you should, but just standing on it like, man, I got all this going, the fuck, you just come like, damn, like I was supposed, like, and then look at you. And that's real. Sometimes go with that, yes. If your mind saying, but your heart say yes, and your gut is gonna move you to that direction, bro. Go with your gut.
It's a very good question.
Thank you.
Hey, how y'all doing? My name is Ronnie Dijon. I go on for Oswin. Oh, what's good with you, brothers? What's up, John?
How you
What up?
feeling?
Hey, bro, how do you balance being a husband, a father,
Yeah.
and an artist? How do you balance that time out?
Man, prioritizing, bro. Like, and I think what what has helped me for real is understanding that music is actually the least important out of those three things you was talking about. I'm gonna give you a story, not to get too explicit, right?
Let's go.
So I got my second Grammy nomination this year that just passed. We're
Oh,
round
congratulations, nigga.
Right.
Nah, man. So, but even with that, right? It wasn't even it's not a flex, but
Yeah.
it's So I got the little certificate on the wall. I'm hyped, whatever the case is, right? So this is why my wife is pregnant. So, and again, not to get too in detail, just to show you how things shift when you align with God and what He's giving you. So I'm doing all of the research for, you know what I'm saying, like what happens at birth, things like that. And again, not to get too explicit. So when babies are born, right, the first time they take a shit is black. Like it look like venom, right? It look like tar. So as they develop, right, they shit start changing colors. So it'll go from black, and then it'll go to yellow. But in the yellow, if they get in the jaundice out their system, then it'll turn like orange and things like that, right?
Yeah.
When I tell you I was more excited to see orange shit from my daughter than a Grammy now, that's how I know.
Yeah.
That's how I know. So like, it's cool. The music and all of that, that's cool. Those are, hopefully you figure out a way to make that work for you. But when God gives you a family and a woman that you can have that family with, your job is to be a good steward of that. Everything else is noise.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So you'll find, this is the least I've been able to work on music and the most progress I've ever seen in my life.
Sound fruitful.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah. Appreciate that.
Sorry, I saw some hands over here. Okay.
Good morning.
There it is.
Okay, it is.
My name is Zach. I'm a pop culture podcaster here in Phoenix. And my question is for both of you. So what is one mistake that you made along the way that looking back, you're most proud of now?
Go ahead, man.
Damn.
A mistake that you proud of?
Yo, most recently,
That's a good question.
I had a meeting with Mel's Diner to maybe incorporate my cornbread in their menu. I met with the young CEO. It was inherited to him, right? I was like, man, the guy that brought it to me or whatever, like, he was a good guy, but I kind of didn't like the numbers, and I was just like, but this is some real brand, recognition type shit. Go in the meeting, bruh, and the dude was just like, the energy was just like off. He was a little like checking his watch and shit like that.
Hurry up.
I brought I made sure I made the best pen, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They ate the shit like, and I could see them swallow their joy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like on some like trying to be shrewd or whatever.
Right.
The brother, he couldn't really hold it. He like, God damn. You know what I'm saying? Like the other dude, like, my dad, they're both brothers, but the dad left it to him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He made his brother a worker. But anyways, I'm like, the vibe just wasn't there. You know what I mean? And in my heart and mind, I'm like, thank you, Lord. Thank you, because this isn't what this is needed. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And literally a couple weeks later, I landed the complex family style.
Come on, man. Come on.
I probably would have been caught up in some shit and couldn't even do that.
Fire.
No.
I had this was years ago. I was sitting down with a label, had a team together, and we were, I mean, years ago. This is like 2012. And I'm in a place where things are starting to move a little bit. A couple years after that, like, did some swing in the morning stuff, and it was crazy. And then I had to sit down with a label, and they said, yo, we want to sign you for X amount or whatever the case is, but like, maybe not talk about God so much, right? And I was just like, I keep it a bean with y'all. We could cut the short shit short. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not an area I'm willing to compromise in. So I was just like, nah, I'm all the way good, and I'm super proud of that. And then to see, like, the dude who was about to sign the joint I would have been signed to him ended up leaving the company. So I'd have just been on somebody else's desk randomly. I'd have been shelved somewhere if I was to compromise and sign that joint. So that's a decision that I'm super proud of, and I'll make that decision 100,000 times over again.
That's real.
We got time for 2 more questions.
These are good questions. I ain't gonna hold you.
This man, but I don't even know.
Hello. Hey, yeah. How you doing? I'm Mr. Wyoming, man. It's nice to meet you. I got a question, man. As an artist, right? At what point did you have to give yourself accountability? Like, what was a hard truth you had to face, like, to take accountability as an artist? Like, I can't make no more excuses for this action. And then how did you give yourself grace after that?
I think it was really like not participating in the social media shit, bro. Like, especially during the time of the pandemic when everybody's just in the house. Like, I mean, I had the story going with my food and stuff, but I didn't really get too hip on the way things were and what they transformed into, because it's like damn near version 3 of what that was, you know what I mean? And I'm like, damn, I'm kind of like hustling backwards, you know what I'm saying? Like I gotta prove to this thing, this algorithm, that, you know, hey bro, I'm still around, I'm still out here, da-da-da. And it's like, I haven't switched up doing anything from the work aspect, but that social media shit, like, it's really very, very key to so many things, brand partnerships and talent buyers and all of these things. So where it's like, damn, this shit, it really mean that much? like me not posting on IG, that's what it is.
Right.
And that's what it is. And so as I move on in this, and I have my my business endeavors and my music career as well, I'm always taking note of that. Like, nah,
Right.
don't leave that shit alone, because this is the indicator that everybody goes to see whether you're up or not. But then when you step outside, and everybody's still bombarding, it's like, hey, there's a disconnect. So that's the biggest thing to me for right now. I hope that answered your question.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
Super huge fan. I appreciate everything you do for the music industry, of you as well. Absolutely. So basically, my question is, over the first year of my rap career, I've been doing shows from Detroit festivals and to the Laugh Factory in LA. And it seems like almost every time I'm always in the right place at the right time. So I was wondering, for you both, was it you being in the right place in the right time? And also, what is some good advice you can give to a rap artist in their first year?
Stunning. So I think once you do the right place at the right time, we remove and we discredit God and his timing. So I don't believe in right place, right time.
But nah, that's God though.
But
That is God.
I don't believe that I can be in the right place at the right time. I feel like everything, and that's just a practice that I have. It's just like, yo, God, thank you for allowing me to be here, as opposed to like, yeah, look at what I did, all of this work, because there's 1,000 people who's working just as hard as I'm working that's not there. So I can't take credit for, oh, this is me putting in this work 100%, or unless it's
God
tripping.
moves through all of those things. God put us in these places.
Okay.
Like if what was, you know what I'm saying, and I'm not taking anything away
Nah,
from
I love
your concept,
Yeah.
well, no, your belief.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, when I'm in the right place at the right time, I feel like that was God's.
That's
doing.
God, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Like me being here, like you sending your record in and me fucking with your record so much and being excited to be here. When at first I was like, damn, like, you know, what we about to talk about? You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, nah, bro, this my guy.
Right.
Me walking in here, seeing David Ali, I'm like, God damn.
Right place, right time.
Where am I? Like, okay, we locked in. It's a lot of that. You know what I mean? I've been to events and randomly had cornbread on me, and I'm talking about that motherfucker tried it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
whoa. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And shouting out to the whole room full of somebody. Hey, that cornbread. Shout out to my big brother, Emery Jones, bro. Like, for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, not for nothing. Come on.
Okay, I stand corrected, and it makes mad sense. I just never want ego and pride to get in my way.
Right. No, take ego out of the right place, right time thing. But if
Right.
you want some, nigga, I did it.
Yeah, that was more so what I was getting at. It's never, oh, look at what I did. It's always God. As far as a rapper in the first year, I think what you're doing is incredible. I feel like visibility is overlooked. I feel like everything is so internet, like you gotta know how to get out there and perform. For when that time does happen and you do get booked for something incredible, you're not rapping over backing tracks, and you know what I mean? You don't look unprepared. Like, so continue to do what you're doing. Tap it, and nothing is too small of a look. At where I'm at right now, like I love sitting down with podcasts and people who may not be the thing. You know what I mean? But it's just like getting out there, letting your story be known, and don't overlook letting people know where you at and where you come from. People want to connect with you as a person, and then they connect with the art second.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
But also, with your music, sometimes people can't meet you first. So it's like, you want to give an effort and put so much of yourself in it that I can see you through my ears. That's what I tell people when they send me this shit, and like, if you don't have any visuals attached to it, and sometimes that's a good aid, a good tool. You know, I can help. Okay, I see what's going on or whatever, But some people just have records to where my imagination gets to running. Like, I feel like I can see. I feel like I know what you look like. I feel like I know how you dress. And you sound like something I kind of ain't heard before. I'm actually curious to hear your music. When I step down, if you'll give me the link, and when we in the car on the way to the joint or whatever, I'll play your shit. Dead ass. Thank you.
That was some incredible advice, and that is time. But guys, please give a huge round of applause to Oswin Benjamin and John. That's incredible. Guys, please stick around for the next half of this conference. Afterwards, we're going to have an amazing conversation with Sarah from Tidal. We'll also have a guest named Rua Young, who is one of our students. So please come and check that out. Oswin and DRAM will be performing today. DRAM will be performing today at the park. So make sure you guys go check that out too. All right. Have a good rest of your days.
Have a good one. ASU, if you love your mama, let me just say hello. All right, man. I'll see y'all tonight.